What's up, E.D.G family? Kevin here, and today we're going to be diving into Too Many Bones Unbreakable. It is the latest standalone expansion for the world of Too Many Bones from Chip Theory Games. And I got an unboxing out. I got 2 unboxings out. There's a lot of content that just came out, and anybody that really is into this series right now is probably just as excited as I am. So we're going to be doing that today. We're going to be doing the first Unbreakable play. Saying that, I'm going to probably talk a little bit more about setup and just a little bit more, I guess, context about what you're doing in a playthrough of Too Many Bones. This is not necessarily a rules video. This is not a how to play. So keep that in mind. Definitely always check your rule books. Check comments. You know, always look at the comment section. I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes, but I'm hoping this will be a really good idea of how this game works. I want to mention that. I also want to mention that if you want to see more Too Many Bones stuff, definitely subscribe. I am just getting into this. I got a couple plays on this already, so I have a pretty good idea how this works for the most part. And so we're going to be doing that, and I'm going to do more playthroughs. I'm probably going to do some two-handed playthroughs. I'm going to switch the gearlocs up a little bit, but this is kind of what I felt the most comfortable to do. And I'm gonna try to timestamp stuff. If you guys want to jump right into that and kind of, you know, pass through a little bit of the setup, a little bit of you know, how to set up the encounter deck, definitely do that. Jump right into the day one. I wouldn't blame you. But I'm gonna get you guys down to the table and we will start talking about it. Alright, so I got everything set up. This is basically, this is how I set up most of my games. There's a lot of different ways you can lay this out. I have the adventure mat. That is an add-on for Unbreakable, but everything else you're seeing, I believe, generally just comes in the box. I've actually kept it separate. I didn't want to get into mixing it up yet. It's out of the trove chest. It's still living in the box. It is. I'm gonna probably play everything before I incorporate it. I have a bunch of small expansions to add to, but when you set up, the biggest questions you kind of going to have to ask yourself is what gearloc you're going to play with and what tyrant you're going to play with. The other one would probably be difficulty. There are 3 levels of difficulty. We're going to be playing on like medium. I believe that's heroic adventure. We're basically going to start out with an additional health point and a trading point to start. There's an easier mode, and then there is a little bit more of a difficult mode. And we'll probably jump into that when we get maybe into more of the campaign play. But I really just want to show this off today. So I have chosen to play Figment. And I will tell you, I have played, I think, 12 of the 18 gearlocs, I believe, that they have in this game. And I will say, I like him a lot. He is probably going to be one of my favorites. I can already tell. So we are going to give him an additional health point, and I believe the other thing we're going to do, straightforward health, is going to just basically be these poker chips. It's going to be what our HP is going to be. So we need 5. That is what we have. We will put that under his chip, and that will represent his health during combat. So that's what he has, and I'm also going to take a dexterity. I think it's important to take this right off the bat. He only has 2. This is going to basically be how many dice you can roll and how much movement you can make on the battle mat. Both of those are going to be the stats combined. You're going to be using dexterity to do that. So I can either move 3 times or I could roll 3 dice. I only have 2 dice currently. Hopefully we'll get him, you know, a pretty good build on him. I do like a lot of the stuff he's doing. I mean, he's going to be a fantastic character to explore on a longer playthrough. So we're going to do that. But that pretty much is going to set us up with what we got. We got Figment. He has his own little reference sheet. All gearlocs will have their own reference sheet. And we'll talk about that stuff as we go. As it comes up, I don't want to just, you know, give you an entire deep dive on all of this right now. I feel like that's a little much. But we're going to talk about our Tyrant. We're playing Rok Rol. And I don't believe there's too many Tyrants that have multiple Tyrant chips. So there are a couple, but these guys will be one of them, and they're siblings. So we're going to read some context cards, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what we need to do to set them up for a game of Too Many Bones. So we got Rok Rol. Since childhood, Troll siblings Rok and Rol shared a passion for banging heads into the pursuit of power. believe that's right. The death of the troll ruler Nom offered a vacuum atop the troll hierarchy, and Rok and Roll teamed up using their brawling prowess to take control of the underworld tribes. As the siblings' reign has continued, however, their jealousy has reared its ugly head, and ugliness only rivaled by the heads on the trolls' own bodies. So they're not pretty. But I will say, I believe Splice and Dice probably started adding some extra cards. It's not a standalone expansion. You definitely need stuff to play that. But they both have their own set of skills. But what we're going to pay attention to right here is we need 5 progress within 7 days. And it'll also tell us the game length, which this is the shortest one. This is kind of why I picked this one. And then also the baddie types. So this one comes with 4 different baddie types. And we got trolls, we have break type baddies, and we have orcs. The only ones we did not include in the setup from Unbreakable are the bogs. So I have them sorted out. I went ahead and pre-shuffled all of this. I don't know about you, but shuffling chips can be fun. So I have definitely figured out how to hand shuffle them, especially play a little Cloud Spire. Do that quite a bit. And so those are all set up. We have those are good to go. The other thing we would need to do is set up an encounter deck. Basically what this is the encounters we're going to be doing every day. We'll have, like I said, we'll have 7 days to fight them. And when you do this, you're basically going to grab a general encounter card or a solo encounter card, depending on what you're doing. You can guess what I shuffled in. And we'll do the days -2. We had 2 Tyrant cards we needed to add, so those are shuffled in. And then there's a day 1 and day 2 card. This came with 8 day 1, 8 day 2 cards. If you ever played Too Many Bones, you had a day 1, day 2, and a day 3, but they were always the same. So I'm definitely already liking the variety that chip theory is added in this game right from the get-go. Definitely keeps it fresh. Keeps it fresh. That said, I think, like I said, we already kind of talked about the difficulty, how we set that up, but we're pretty much, I think, about ready to go. Like I said, I got loot deck shuffled up, a trove loot shuffled up. We'll kind of talk about those as they come up. We'll also talk about the battle mat as it comes up. We'll have a lot of discussions with this. There's a lot of keywords, so we have a reference sheet for that. Their skills is what they call them in this game. And then we have a turn structure. We can talk about that real quick. So each day, we'll have a new day. We will turn the day counter. We're at day 1. That's where we're starting. We'll have a new encounter. We'll draw it. We'll resolve it. It could be a peaceful encounter. It could be a battle. And then if it's successful, we will divide the spoils, apply training points, and log progress. Basically, loot, training points. We can increase our stats. We can add skill dice. We'll talk about that as we get there. And then we'll have a recovery. After that, it will we'll be able to lockpick, we'll be able to loot trade, and we'll have individual options that include actually recovering HP, throwing back loot, getting additional loot possibilities, as well as scouting, which is generally kind of important. Scouting is one of the most common things you'll be doing, unless you take a lot of damage all the time. So I think we'll start there. We're gonna do that. We're on day 1. We will draw that first encounter card. And I don't think I've had this one yet, so that's awesome. Day 1, Subterranean Home Chip Blues. Mirawat's compound isn't as cozy as the Tipsy Troll Cavern back in Obendar. Not by a long shot, but it's still a lot better than all the things waiting for tender young adventurers out there in the break. Still, duty calls, so it's time to gather supplies and head out into the inky blackness of the world beneath Daelore. Or maybe there's still a little bit of time before departure is necessary. Maybe a journey of this magnitude could use an extra bit of battle planning, or one more trip to the armory. Or maybe just one more sip of goblin moonshine for the road. The Tipsy Troll is really sounding good right about now. Okay, so that's kind of our context for this adventure. We have options though. We have neither are going to be combat. We can get tangled up in loot. Better weapons will leave more blood on the tracks, or rolling like a bone. It's time to bring the pain to these baddies and ask, how does it feel? Persistent. Flip the entire 1 point baddies face up. When a gearloc scouts the area or would otherwise look at the cycle a 1 point baddie, they may cycle the topmost face up baddie on the stack. So basically, we're gonna have a 3 scout. I mean, everything's gonna be revealed. Man, I wonder how they figured that out. Or we get some trove loot. That is a tough one. But either way, we're going to get 1 training point, so not the best, and we will get 1 progress. So this adventure mat is going to track our progress. So we'll get 1 progress here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more progress to battle our troll twins. And I'm struggling with this one. We either get a free scout, basically never having to scout, which I'll tell you, sometimes that's all you can do. But we get to flip them. Or we get some trove loot. I think I'm going to take the trove loot. We got a training point, but we'll take a trove loot. So we have a trove loot. And we get to talk about lock picking, and we'll do that when our recovery option, on our recovery. When we figure out our training point, we need to figure out what we want to do. I think I'm going to add a defense dice. So we will have to train defense. We will take the defense stat we already have, which is 1. And we're going to roll 1 defense die. If it hits a bones, which is basically a miss, misses go on your backup plan. We'll talk about that as they come up, but each gearloc has their own specific backup plan. So basically, you get to stack your misses and use those skills. Very cool concept. That's one of the things about Too Many Bones I really like. But we are going to train this anyway. So we're going to roll it. It is successful. So we'll grab a stat dice and we will grab a defense. And so we will be able to roll 2 defense dice, 1 attack dice on our turn if we don't need to move. But like I said, we'll get there. We did get our trove loot. And then that will pretty much be our day. I'm going to keep these up here to kind of track our progress a little bit under there. So we have recovery options. We don't have damage, so we will probably get a scout. But we'll also be able to pick on this trove loot. So I'm saying we're going to scout first because I can explain that a lot quicker than I can explain lock picking. So trove loot, not trove loot. Scouting, we're going to roll a d6. If we roll a 1, 2, or a 3, we get to look up a 1 point baddie. We'll flip it over, see what it is. If we don't like it, we throw it to the back, but that next one will stay unrevealed. A 4 or a 5 or a 6, we get a look at a 5 point, or a 6, we get a look at a 20. Chances are we're probably not going to see any 20s in this game. We're playing solo, and our baddie points, which is basically going to be what kind of amps up how the difficulty from day to day on these battles, will probably will not get up to a 20 pointer. And we'll explain that as we go when we get that first thing. But we're going to scout. We got a 4. I am going to look at a 5. Just to have it out. So we got a 6 health. That's what this guy is. So he's got a 6 health, 4 initiative, which is the stats on the left. And then we have a 3 attack, 2 defense, which are what the stats are on the right. And then he is going to have 2 skills. One of them will be Eruption. The other one is Reach. And we will also have, he will target the strongest opponent. So that's what his movement tiebreaker would be. Still will be the closest, but if there's a tiebreaker, he'll go for the strongest. He's not that bad, I will say. I've definitely seen worse. We'll deal with them in a couple days. And we'll talk about his skills then. But that, I think we're okay to leave him. And we'll talk about lock picking. And I'll tell you right now, this is probably the one thing on here I don't do quite often. I feel like Undertow, which was the first standalone expansion for Too Many Bones, had less, just less loot in general. I feel like this one is very loot heavy, very trove loot heavy, very interesting. But so we will go ahead and do that. We have 4 lock picking dice. All of them have different stats that go with either a lever stat, a trip stat, a force stat, and then there's kind of an effect dice that allows you to add a stat and save it. You can reroll a dice, or you can convert a dice from one stat to another. But we're going to roll, and you always get 1 free reroll on your first one, but after that, you kind of have to keep going, see where you get. But we need a 4 lever. That is what we're looking for. We did not get a 4-lever. We're going to have to completely re-roll this. This is the one re-roll. So we had a bunch of trip stats. They don't help us. I can't even convert a trip stat over because there were only ones. But this hopefully will help, and it won't. We did not get anything. We did get 2-lever. We got a +1 save. So if this would have been a 3, we basically could have just kept going with this entire set of dice for that next stat. But we didn't get anywhere on this one. But we will be able to work on it every recovery phase from now on. It's okay. We'll be all right. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, like I said, I actually think that is all we're going to do. I think we're going to go ahead and move on to day 2. Moving on to day 2. And we will increase that up, and we will draw that next encounter card, our day 2 encounter card. We'll see if it's another new one. I don't think I've had this one yet either. All right, so this one is Come Bail Away. Climbing down ropes into the rest of the break is blistering, tedious work. Thanks to the slick deal-making of a passing old gearloc with one remaining tooth, however, there is another option: homemade parachutes. A paratrooper gearloc is sure to astonish the creatures below, but there is no telling how reliable these parachutes actually are. There sure is a lot of patchwork. Maybe climbing down is better, blisters and all. Okay, so we're basically climbing into this cavernous underground of Daelore, and yeah, we got to get down there. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we got 2 options there, both combat. The first one is to go cave diving. Our BQ will be battle points. During battle setup, gearlocs may be placed on any available position or any position occupied by a baddie, placing them on top of the baddie. During battle, baddies with a gearloc on them lose their turn. They cannot be targeted or lose HP. If a gearloc on a baddie moves, they move off of the baddie. Gearlocs may not move onto baddies. Okay, so you can set up on a baddie, but you can't move onto them. That does not get us any additional reward, though. So the other option is to trade the parachute for some better loot. BQ baddie points. All gearlocs enter the battle mat with HP equal to half of their HP stats. So we would enter in at 3 because it's rounded up. At the start of the battle, each gearloc draws 3 loot and may keep up to 2 of them. So that does sound pretty good. And we'll get an additional training point, which is kind of what I'm eyeing. So I think we're going to do that second option. It gets us better rewards. We will go in with 2 HP less, but I'm not too concerned about it. Figment is probably one of the better gearlocs to go into a situation unprepared. So we're going to do that. So we will go ahead and add 2 baddie points because it is day 2 and we're playing solo. And 2 times 1 is 2. And that is how simple it is to calculate baddie points. You're always going to put the biggest ship you can. So if we're like on day 3, nope, that wouldn't be right. Day 6. If we're on day 6, we would grab a 5 and a 1. And that we'd actually do it in that exact order. But we'll go ahead and see what we have for our first baddie. And it is a Sword Breaker. He's got 3 health, 4 initiative, 1 attack dice. But he is ranged, so he will. We will set him up in a ranged slot, and he will not need to move to attack us, which is okay because we don't need to move either. We are also ranged, and then we'll grab this next lane marker. We'll see what he is. He is a 3 health, 4 initiative, 1 attack dice. He has smoke screen, which means if he is in a lava spot, he can't be targeted. There's other ways to do damage, so fortunately. But then he also has Molten Bath 2. I'll have to look that up. I don't think it's going to affect too much. He is not a ranged. He is a melee, so he will have to move to us. And since he is lower in the lane order, his initiative will go under our first baddie. I don't want to look that up. It is Molten Bath 2. Molten Bath 2. This unit heals for number HP at the start of its round in its position. If its position is lava and heals for number HP. Each time it moves onto a lava position. So anytime he hits lava, he's basically going to heal up. I mean, he's going to get 2 health back. He'll full up because he's only got 3. So that's what Molten Bath 2 does. Like I said, Smoke Screen, I think just allows us not to target him if he is in a lava spot. So pretty hard to take out. While occupying a lava position, this unit cannot be targeted, but can still be damaged. Which is fine because we should not need. There should be no reason for us to get lava on this battle mat right now. So we have an initiative dice. We will have to roll that and then place ourselves on there. Figment, though, he kind of breaks the rules on initiative, turn order, all kinds of stuff. We'll talk about that after we roll the dice. So he's got a 3. He can re-roll that, and we'll talk about that here in a second, because his innate ability is called Time Adept. Time Adept says, during battle setup, after all initiative dice are rolled, you may re-roll in Figment's initiative and use the new result. Also, after all dice are placed in the initiative meter, you may move Figment's die up or down 1 spot. So we're going to re-roll. Hopefully we can get better than a 3. We got a 2. That's not great. But we will be able to still go here, because we can move up. So he is going to be able to hit us first, which isn't good, because I do believe we're going to lose a dice. Swordbreaker, at the end of this unit's turn, must exhaust 1 of their attack dice if they lost HP or buff HP this turn. But hold on, we need to draw loot, because that's what it said. At the start of battle, each gearloc draws 3 loot and may keep up to 2 of them. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully this helps. Roll 1 attack dice and deal damage to any unit on the battle. Does not cost Dex. Fortune Discovery. Select 1 of your consumable dice and place it in its spot on your mat. It is now available for use. We may need to do that. Or after creating the battle queue during setup, look and rearrange the B queue in any order. Oh, gotcha. So it allows us to do this before. We wouldn't be able to do that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to toss this back. I do like it, but we need to do damage. And I have 2 ways to do that now. I'm going to use this Fortunate Discovery right now. I'm going to grab this Cobalt Claw, because it does damage. And then I also have this now. So hopefully we can at least manage this a little bit now. I believe that is all of this. That's all of it, right? Enter at the start of the battle, yeah. Draws 3, keeps 2. Okay, this is going to be interesting, but we'll see what we can do. So he's going to go first. He's going to roll 1 dice. I kind of hope he misses us. But I don't think he's going to. He did not. He is going to hit us for 1. And like Swordbreaker said, we are going to exhaust 1 attack dice, I believe, for this battle. And that is not a good thing to do. So this, we'll just put this over here to remind me. But it is now my turn. So we can roll. We're going to roll on him, because he does not need to move to hit us. He does, and we can move away. So we are going to roll the Cobalt Claw along with 2 defense dice. Fortunately, there are ways to do some stuff, and we'll talk about that as we go. But I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll on Swordbreaker right there. And that is not great. Not great. But what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and roll 1 attack dice and deal its damage to any unit on the battle mat. It does not cost Dex. I bonesed it. So nothing. This did not help us at all. I'm not concerned yet. It's okay. But what we can do is we can use Figment's backup plan now. Figment has a charge up. Add 1 bone to your backup plan. Use attack or defense dice. Do not remove bone when using this backup plan. So we are just going to add a single dice. Right there. And then it will be this guy's turn. He's going to move towards us. All baddies have a base movement of 2. Tyrants included, unless it otherwise specifies. He's going to move 2. And he does not get to move diagonally. There are ones that will, but he is going to move there, and he will do nothing because he has no target. So that will be the end of this round, and we will go to round 2. And we are going to do some damage, hopefully. So he's going to roll on us. He's got 1 attack dice. He's going to hit us for 2, which takes all of that out. And then it will be our turn. So we're going to roll 2 defense dice. I am a little concerned, I'll tell you right now. So we got a lot of defense. Not great. But we are going to get a charge up. And grab another one. So we could, at the end of our next turn, pull this and get another Fortunate Discovery, which is kind of like that loot card we just had, and grab any of these, which is tempting, but I'm also thinking maybe we do Be Kind and Rewind, and we'll get to that here in a second. So I am going to move him. He's going to go 1 and then 2, and now he will attack me for 1, hits me for 1. I will take it out on my defense. Always defense first, then buff HP if you have HP that's in addition to what you have on the battle mat. It goes on your gearloc mat usually, or a card, and then it would come off of Figment. If we get to fatigue rounds, which I'm kind of starting to get a little concerned, we might have to do things differently. Not a great thing though. Losing that attack dice is kind of huge deal. But it is going to be his turn, and he is going to roll on us again. And he will hit us for 1. We'll turn this down there. But I think we'll go ahead and roll 2 defense dice. We got a bone. This is great. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we'll put... Oh, I should have pulled this before I rolled. We get to use this backup plan. It's called Be Kind and Rewind. I was waiting for this. Roll all dice in your backup plan, including those spent to activate this backup plan. All bones rolled this turn, treat the rolled results as dice rolled this turn. So we're going to roll all of these, pulling them all out. We are going to attack the guy right next, the raiding guy. So he is gone. Because we have this Kobold Claw, and it says deal true damage to any baddie before you on the initiative meter. So it'll do damage to him for 2, and then we'll add these, and it will defeat this guy. Very convenient, worked very good. He is defeated. I really wish we had our attack dice back, but that's not how that works. And then I don't believe we can use our backup plan again until the next turn. I think you can only use your backup plan 1 time. So we can't even charge, which is okay. But that should be fine. This goes back out. And then it will be his turn. And he will roll 1 on us. Hits us for 1. And that will come off. We'll go to round 4. So ideally, we need to try to be able to do 2 damage to this guy before fatigue, which is round 6. Oh, I rolled too many dice. I'm going to have to re-roll. I don't know why I did that. Probably is thinking I had 3. That's unfortunate. Those are a lot of bones. Well, there's 2 bones. So we can do something. We could do a time blip. I don't think it's worth it. I think what we need to do is try to go for a Fortunate Discovery. But we do get a charge up. So we'll charge up. And then it will be his turn. He'll roll on us. He bones it, so nothing. And then we will go to round 5. If we could just do, we can just do 2 damage to this guy. There's another bone. And a defense. I'm thinking. I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, though. I don't know if it's a good plan. So he's got a couple different options. We could pull the Fortunate Discovery now, add a Kobold Claw, which would allow us to attack with the same dice we just did. Or we could get a Be Kind and Rewind, which basically means if we are defeated, we get a reset time. And and come back with a specific HP, which would allow us to maybe outlast the smoke screen. I'm just trying to think. He has 3. We can only take 1 round of fatigue. And I need to make that decision now, because I need to pull it for my backup plan. Or we could charge, use my beacon and rewind, and hopefully I could take him out on that next turn, but there's no guarantee. Or we could time blip it, bring it back to round 4, so we're just going back into time 5, but I feel like that's a hard play. I think we're going to need to go with the Fortunate Discovery right now. And if this doesn't land, though, I'm in trouble. What are our odds here? This has got 2 misses on it. One of them's got 2 bones. And this has got 2 misses on it, too. This one has 1. This one's guaranteed to take him out, though, if I don't miss. This one is guaranteed. I don't know. I think we go with the Cobalt Claw, but we'll see. Okay, so it's his turn. He's going to roll on me. Oh, and I'm done. I can't win. He hit me for 2. Takes this out. I'm down to 1. We go into fatigue. And I am fatigued out. Wow, this is not a good start. Not a good start. So that losing that attack dice, that hurt quite a bit. Put him back in the stack. And I will not get anything. We will get nothing. We will not get the any of the training points, none of the loot. We will have to heal back up. And I don't know the last time I've lost on a day 2. Not a good start, though. Not the way I wanted it to go down. So, yeah. We'll put that to the side. We had to rest. And hopefully the next adventure is not too much worse, because this is kind of when it goes to a... we will get to keep this, though, so that is the only good thing. But I would have liked to get 2 training points. I think that's what we basically lost. Yeah, we lost on 2 training points and a loot. But we do get to try to open this trove loot. So maybe that will be our saving grace here going into day 3. So I didn't get anything. I had a 3 trip, 2 trip, 3 force, no lever, got a +1 save. We'll have to reroll. And yeah, that 4 levers. That 4 lever is becoming a challenge. Now there is other loot that will allow this be easier opened, but I don't know if we can rely on that yet. Okay, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right, so we're going into day 3, and I will tell you, you can start drawing tyrant counters on day 3. That's a rough one. So we have take a lantern, leave a lantern. The one good thing about the break is that there aren't any Molnar down here, or at least that's what I thought. I come around a tunnel bend, just minding my own business, and suddenly find myself the subject of a sales pitch as a Molnar wearing a hard hat asked what she could give me to part with my lantern. To be honest, the thing I find the most tempting right now is the thought of this Molnar leaving me alone. Her kind do not take kindly to gearlocs ignoring their trade offers, so I'll likely be punished if I refuse to give up my light source. Then again, why doesn't this Molnar have a lamp of her own? It's really dark down here. So we have no combat for today. We can trade a lantern, which means persistent until the end of the next non-tyrant battle. The battle takes place in darkness, and we'll talk about that in a second. Or we can not trade, and we shuffle special encounter Molnar Confrontation into the encounter deck. So that may come back to bite us. I think we'll do the darkness, and I'll tell you why. It's very interesting. I think they put it on here. 2 new keywords that is brand new, at least as far as I know, to the world of Too Many Bones. We have battle modifiers, unbreakable only. Darkness, shaky ground. Darkness is the one that's relevant right now. Baddies enter the battle map face down on ranged positions with no HP. On their turn, they move 2 positions toward the closest opposing unit. Unrevealed baddies immediately flip over and gain their full HP if they're adjacent to the opposing unit. If targeted by any opposing unit, they will flip at the end of turn. Okay. There we go. That means if they move and then they didn't target you. I don't know. I don't exactly know what they mean by that. If targeted by an opposing unit, they will flip at the end of turn. I assume when you're attacking them, you would need to flip them over and be like, okay. But we'll get to that. We will probably have to deal with some darkness. So no problem. I'm okay with that. We are going to get a training point and a loot. We'll draw that loot first, though. Thick bandage. If you have lost HP this round, heal yourself for 4 HP. Otherwise, heal yourself for 2. That would have saved me. 1 off on that loot pile. That would have saved me on that last one. But we do get a training point. I'm going to tell you, I think we probably need to train an attack. I need another attacking dice. I would love to get some skill dice going, but I feel like missing out on those 2 training points is definitely going to make this game a little harder. But we did get, luckily I said, we did get a little help on this encounter. We'll get 1 more progress, so we're going on to day 4 with 2 progress. That's okay. We have this guy too. It'll help us a little bit, but I think what I'm ready to do is I think we're going to scout, because we'll be able to see what's coming at us, especially since we're going into day 4. We want to maybe know at least what one of those 1-point baddies is. And we also want to try another chance to open that trove loot. So I'm going to scout. We'll do that first. It's 6. I already know what he is, so we'll move him. Lava flow. 1 attack, 4 health. He basically is going to flip lava chips over. He's going to start with a lava chip under him, and when he moves on to one, it'll flip. I don't need to move a whole lot, so hopefully that won't affect me. But there are ones that he will kind of combo with, and they'll cause problems together. And let's get some trove loot open. Anything that can maybe, if we could open this, it gives me some training points. I would greatly appreciate that. I feel like I'm short 2 now. At least one. At least one. But we need that 4 lever. We need to see if we can get it. I got a 3-4. I got the 3 lever. I need to re-roll a dice though, so we can pull this out and I get a re-roll. Looking here. Yeah, re-roll 1 action dice. Also this one. So I want to grab the one that has the most levers on it. This guy has 1. This one seems to have the most. So we'll re-roll these. Hopefully we can get a +1 save. But I did get a 1 lever. So we are a little bit further than we would have been. We can mark this guy as done. Let me use this guy right here. And we can roll 1 dice, I believe. We can re-roll this guy. I don't think we can get a... We could get a 3 trip. So we'll see what happens. We did not, but we can re-roll. 1 trip, convert, doesn't work. Okay, so that's as far as we got, but we're getting a little further on it. We're getting a little further on that trove loot. And then we will go to day 4. And I hopefully won't... I really wish we had another dexterity. Really wish we had another dexterity, but we don't. And hopefully this isn't going to be too terrible. But we will have the next encounter, and it is Roy G. Biv Lied to Me. I definitely feel like I played this one. Probably mix the solo encounters into from caves sooner rather than later. Today is a lesson in the unreliability of mnemonic devices. In this particular cabin, for example, are not holding tightly to the ceiling at all. In fact, they're crashing down everywhere. It's very dangerous. Come to think of it, I've got some real issues with several mnemonic devices. To wit, every good boy does not deserve fudge. Goodness is its own reward. And you should never excuse my dear Aunt Sally. She's on Obendar's Most Wanted. So, clever text there. We are basically going to roll a d6 at the end of each round, and we will have different effects that will come into play. If we roll a 1, it will target the strongest party member. Roll a 2, it'll be the strongest baddie. 3, it'll be the weakest baddie. 4 will be the unit adjacent to the strongest baddie. 5 unit adjacent to the weakest baddie. And 6 unit adjacent to the gearloc. Alright. I believe it says party member because we also have companions that could potentially be in play. So we'll do that, but we have 4 baddie points. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know what the first one is, and we have darkness. We have darkness, so we got rocks falling in the darkness. So we will set him up where he actually goes, because we know where he's at. But the rest of them will go into ranged positions, I believe. So we have this guy going here, upside down. This guy's going 3, but I believe we might even roll the rest of these. If I'm not understanding darkness right, you definitely let me know in the comments, because that's at least how I understand. There's a couple things on here I'm kind of semi-questioning. I haven't seen anything in like an FAQ come out, and we'll talk about them as they come up. But what we need to do is... battles any on their turns. Does not actually specify what their initiative is. I'm hoping there's a bigger explanation in the rulebook. Because there we go. Darkness. Roll their initiative die. Yep, that's what I thought. I knew I'd read that. Okay, so we'll roll their initiative die. A bunch of 2s. So it'll be just like this. Just like that. Okay, and then we'll roll ours. I got a 1. We'll re-roll the 1. I got a 2, so we're not going to be able to go first. But we do get to go after this guy. And since I don't no longer want to attack, it doesn't necessarily matter. We'll go here. This is where I want to go. My setup. And he will go first. So I should have went ahead and flipped this chip. He has lava flows. And if I am not mistaken, lava flows. Any position this unit occupies immediately becomes lava. I will tell you, keywords reference on these skills a lot more than I feel like a base game, Too Many Bones, and Unbreakable. I feel like if you didn't play Splice and Dice, you're almost getting like twice as many skill words and effect dice, just, you know, on top of that you probably weren't used to. So yes, he will move. We'll just move him 1 and then 2. He's coming towards me. Doesn't roll any defense dice. And that's what he will do. So maybe attack him first. Maybe attack the upside down one. I think we can do that. I believe that was kind of a shortened version of what darkness was. And I think it does say when you target them to go ahead and flip them over. I'm going to look at that real quick. On their turn... an unrevealed baddie also becomes revealed when any member of the party deals it damage. So we would have to roll and then check it. We'll do that. I'm probably going to attack this guy. I think he's the way to go. He's not that bad. He's only rolling 1. I don't know what he is, and he may never move towards me. Except for, he may never roll towards me after I flip him over. But I think we're going to do that. We're going to go 1. We're going to roll the Kobold Claw. Which won't do damage to him. I didn't think about that. Alright, well, I'm going to take this guy, because we do have a way to heal. So we got to remember that. I'm not going to use the Cobalt Claw yet, because the only one it'll do damage to is Lava Flow. So we're going to roll 2 attack dice, though. 2 attack dice on this guy. We got a bone. Not great, but we will flip this guy over. Oh, and he's dead. He is a 1 health, 3 initiative, 1 attack dice, Lava Flow. I don't even think that comes into effect now. And Smoke Screen. I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, it wouldn't allow me to target him. I hit him in the dark. That's kind of how I'm reading that. I don't believe any of that stuff comes into play until you flip him. And that's me dealing damage to him. Let me know if you kind of see that differently. But yeah, I'm thinking... Flip its chip, place its HP, even if it's revealed through damage. Yeah. Yeah, because that has to do with targeting, and it wasn't a targeting thing. So, that's what Smokescreen does. So, he is defeated. I will put him in the defeated stack. I'll put him up here. I'll pull his initiative die. Yeah, because I feel like when you're targeting something, that's its own thing as far as restricting that. I don't feel like it would have came into play. So that will be my turn, though. I'm going to actually charge up, though. I'm going to pull one of these out. I'm going to charge up, and we'll let him go. He's going to go 1, 2. He's going to go 1, 2. Yep. And then this will be fun. Go to round 2. He is going to move towards me. 1 and 2. Just tearing that battle mat up. And he will roll 1 dice on me. I have no defense die. He hits me for 1. That's fine. It is my turn now, though. So I'm going to roll 2 defense dice and my Cobalt Claw. Try to get him gone. I believe that is the play. It's the only one I can hit, I'm pretty sure, with the Cobalt Claw. Deal true damage to any baddie before you on the initiative meter. He's the only one. True damage means we would not take defense into account. He doesn't have any defense dice, but if he did, we wouldn't put him into account. We'll keep that. This is exhausted completely, and we'll charge up. I'm going to grab another one of these. And now it is this guy's turn. He cannot get to me, so he's going to have to move so he can. 1, 2 does nothing. This guy can get to me. He's going to go here, and we will flip him. He's got 3 health. Frenzy 1. Not sure I quite remember that one. But 3 health. Rolling 1 attack dice, 1 defense. Let's check that skill real quick. That's new, I'm pretty sure. If at least one of his attack dice hits, roll the attack again and deal total damage of both rolls. Fun. Okay, and then he's got rating. Does that come into play? It is not. There's no other orcs in play. He will have hit me here, and then he will roll this again. And he hits me again. Wow. Hits me again. Okay, so we probably won't have to... Probably take the Lava Flow out. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so he's going to get a 1 defense. We'll put that on top of him. And we'll go to round 3. Lava Flows is going to roll 1 on me. He hits me for 2. Ouch. So we'll probably need to use that loot. I'm glad we have it, because I don't have a great way to heal right now. Just realized something. Okay, so we need to roll... We need to roll the D6. We missed the D6 roll. We're on round 2. That means we missed it twice. So let's try to see what this would have done for unit adjacent to strongest baddie. I'm trying to go back and think. He would have been 1. He would have been 4. Actually, yeah, it would have had to have been him. He would have been by himself. He would not have been next to us. So that would not have hit. 1, he would have went 1, 2. Or 1, 2, that's where it would have been. So that wouldn't have done anything. And then 1 would have hit me. We would have probably healed up in that case. So we will we'll apply the thick bandage right now. 2, 3, and 4. And try not to forget to roll that... You know what? This is what we're going to do. This is what I do generally when I got to roll like Tyrant dice sometimes. I'll put them in the BQ. I will put it at the end. Put him at the end. So he's went. It's my turn. I've healed back up. And we are going to roll probably two 2 defense and an attack dice, I'm guessing. And if we don't get the Be Kind and Rewind this time, we will probably grab the Flash Rewind, because we may need it. So we're going to hit him for 1. And that was unfortunate. So we're going to grab this. And I'm thinking right now, let's hit the charge. Hit the charge up. I'm going to grab a attack dice, so we should be able to get rid of one of these. Hoping that guy, because he's rolling 2 on me. But he will go. He's going to move here. Can't do anything. This guy is going to roll just one dice on me. He hits. He hit twice. So both of my defense are gone. And then we'll roll this D6 die. And it's a 4 unit adjacent to the strongest baddie. That's going to be me. I'm guessing. It's going to do 1 damage. 1 true damage, too. Thanks for that. Okay, so he is going to go. Put it back at the bottom. We're on round 4. This guy's going to attack. He will attack me for 1 dice. Hits me for 1. Not loving this. But it is my turn. And I'm going to probably get to reroll a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to grab... I'm taking him out. I think that's the play. We're going to take him out. I'm going to roll 2 and 1 on him. So I hit him for 2. 1, 2. But the most important thing I want to do is I want to pop all these. And I'm going to use my Be Kind and Rewind. And we'll roll them all and apply them just like we would have on that first turn. So he is definitely gone. I can only keep 2 of those, but we'll hit him for 3. So 1, 2. He is gone. He seemed to be the one that was causing me the most problems, so that's probably a good thing. We'll pull him out. That's my turn. He is going to go. He'll move over here, and then he will flip. So he's rolling 2. That hurts. He's got Swordbreaker as well. Really not liking the Swordbreaker. He has a 4 health. Not great. But he's rolling 2 attack dice. Hits me for 2, takes them both out. We will now roll this. It's a 3. It's going to be me again. Unit adjacent to the strongest. Oh, no. It's a 3. Weakest baddie. He's gone. Wow. Saved me there. Definitely saved me from taking some damage. It's like, what the? 3 is weakest baddie. That's what he is. We'll pull his initiative. And we may survive this yet. So we're going to have to roll both of these and 1 on him. I only have 3 decks. We already used this. This is no longer there for me. Ooh, not great. Not great. Trying to think. Can I do anything? I think we'll have to charge up. Gonna have to charge up. Not what I'm liking right now. So he's going to go. We might get some help from the D6, but I'm not counting on it. He's rolling 2 on us. I'm pretty sure we're about to lose our attack dice. We are not. He only did 1 damage. So that's good. And then we'll roll the D6. Come on. 2. Strongest baddie. That helped a lot. Helped so much. Alright, so we get to roll 2 defense and an attack on this guy. Round 5. Please help me. Please help me. Well, we did get a good hit. So we will grab... We'll get a hit him for 2. And then I'm guessing... I want that flash rewind. I'm worried because I think... as long as he doesn't do 2 damage to me, we're going to be okay. Or we could blip him. time blip, but I feel like that doesn't help us in the long run. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. He's gonna go at the beginning of the first fatigue round, so he's done. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way I can make sure I survive it, because I'm kind of concerned about it. I could do a time blip, roll it back to round 4, so damage doesn't actually hit him. But I don't really think that helps us. I think popping this for a fortunate discovery. Grabbing a consumable dice. And I think it needs to be my flasher one. I've came into a couple of situations like right now where I feel like it would really help us. So he's going to move. He's going to roll 2. He might, no. He's only going to hit me for 1. Okay, that's a good news. That's great news. Because we'll roll this one last time. Rolls 1, strongest party member is going to be me. But we should outlast him because we'll go here, fatigue. I'll take a true damage. He'll take a true damage, but I still have 1. So very, very tight. Very tight encounter, but we did survive. And I'm glad that he was out before that other. I'm glad he didn't come out with the other orc, because raiding probably would have been enough to probably not let me get through this. Alright, so we will have to heal up. No doubt about that. We will absolutely have to heal up. And I will tell you, I really am enjoying this. I feel like there is some challenges in Unbreakable. And I'll tell you right now, I don't feel like I've had one quite start so rocky as this one has. All the other ones have been pretty straightforward. I think I had 1 loss on 1 tyrant. Just didn't really have a way to deal with it. But so far, been generally pretty successful. But we will not have to deal with darkness anymore, and we will get a progress point. We will get 2 loot and a training point. So we'll grab the 2 loot first. See what we got. Pop locks. Ooh, and web. Well-healed boots. We get after a result phase, I can move up to 2 positions. That could help us from taking damage. A couple different situations. At the start of your round, move your initiative die up 1 spot on the initiative meter. I don't know. We'll see. But we do get a training point, which is probably the most important thing. Where to spin it, though? Maybe just get my dexterity up. My dexterity up would probably be very helpful right now. I need more training points, but this is just, it's kind of brutal. It's kind of brutal. I need to be able to roll 2 attack dice, and I need to be able to roll 2 defense dice. My backup plan's super working for me. I generally like having all those bones. Yeah, very, very rough. I'm going to go ahead and heal up for my recovery phase. So I will heal up to 5, and I'll tell you right now, I feel like that's another thing that's kind of hurting me is I might need to grab another health, and I don't really like that. I have nothing going on right now. Generally, there's a couple skills I've really liked to grab with him, and unless this is going to give me some training points, but we'll find out. We'll find out. We're going to do some lock picking here. And that is, we need 2 trip. We could reroll, or we could reroll all of them. I say we reroll all of them. There's a 3 trip. So we could take the 3 trip. Yep, 3 trips right here. And then we will roll. Now I have to convert for a 2 force from a 2 lever. We can use that, and I believe this will be unlocked finally. Took us a few days, but we've had that since day 1, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully we get something good. It is a portable cow. Oh, this is crazy. It's permanent. It says backup plan extension 1 bone. Well, 1 bone is our charge, but this one is saying add 2 bones to your backup plan. So that's even more stronger than what he already has for a charge up. So that is crazy, especially when we're talking about getting to that beacon rewind. We're basically going to be able to do that twice as fast. It's not heavy. It's just permanent. I like it. I am good with that. That'll be super helpful. We'll be able to get our fortunate discovery going on. We definitely need to get that flash rewind probably rolled and locked in. It'll help us, you know, if we get taken out, we'll be able to come back at the very beginning and with more health. But I think that is all we need to do. It's all we need to do for this recovery phase. I think we're ready to head on to day 5. And with the fact that we haven't hit a Tyrant encounter, I'm a little worried. I am a bit worried that that is what is going to happen. Tyrant encounter. Okay. Tyrant encounter on day 5. Well, the good news is if we got BQ baddie points, it'll be a 1 5-pointer. We know what it is, and hopefully we can take it out. But we have creative differences. Sometimes one wonders if Rok and Rol might finish each other off before this adventure reaches its destination. The troll siblings have been fighting for years, which with their foray to retrieve the great machine parts only a bright interrogum in their typical regime of terror. If they don't end each other, they may prematurely end this quest. The journey has been interrupted by what looks like a rolling, earth-shaking brawl between the brother and sister, and if due care is not taken, the primary casualty might be gearloc in nature, being us. Okay, so hello, goodbye. BQ points, so 5, add Rol to the top of the BQ. All baddies consider Rol to be an opposing unit. The baddies and party members oppose each other as normal. Okay. At the end of the second round, add Rol to the bottom of the BQ, or Rok to the bottom of the BQ. When Rok enters the battle mat, remove Rol if not already defeated. Encounter success if achieved when all non-tyrant baddies are defeated. So we just need to take out this 5-pointer and it will end. So we may be able to defeat him before a Rol comes out, but before Rok comes out, but Rol will start with this. So we will have BQ baddie points. We know what this is going to be. The good news is we're getting 2 training points and a loot for this. We have some loot we can probably even use. So we'll see what happens. But he's going to come out. He's going to be in there, and we're going to add, what did I say, Rol to the top. Rol to the top. Rol is to the top. Now, this is the part where I feel like I haven't seen an FAQ on, but we'll definitely probably have an FAQ on his talents, his skills. He has a couple of them. We're gonna look at them because we probably have to roll the Tyrant dice too. So Rol has a talent called Crowd Surf. For Rol's movement, she moves as many positions as possible, taking the shortest route possible to an adjacent rock position adjacent to the strongest opposing unit. Rol can move through other units, and each unit she moves through is dealt 1 damage. If there are no available rock positions adjacent to the strongest opposing unit, Rol does not move. That's what Crowd Surf is. That's the one that I'm kind of like, I assume we might get some more clarification on that. But also Star Power, pretty straightforward. Rol can only lose HP from lava damage, fatigue, or damage dealt by troll baddies. So that is that. So that one's pretty straightforward. We're gonna put Rol in lane melee position 1. Rol has 8 health, and Rol should be targeting the troglodyte, which is what we drew scouted. Should be Rol's attack. Because yeah, it's 6 health. We only have 5, so it moves as many positions. Distance is not an issue, I do not believe. So that is 5, 6 health for this guy. Also has eruption though, so I believe that means if he does damage to me, we have to flip the lava. But we'll check that. Check that skill here in a second. But here's what we're gonna do. Six, that's a 4. So definitely gonna move first. Definitely going to move first. Between the two of them. I may move first. I hope I move first. I rolled 4, so we can definitely move first, and we will probably go first, I'm guessing. My only issue is maybe I don't want to go first. I'm only saying that because we do damage to him. Oh, I don't have to do damage. I can get some other stuff going on. We'll do that. We'll do that. Pretend like I basically go in here, but all right. So hello, goodbye. That's what we're doing. Roll. All baddies consider Roll to be an opposing unit. So this one will actually go defeat him. I believe Roll is just gonna attack us though. No, strongest opposing unit. Doesn't say anything about Roll considering them to be opposing. Yeah, so I think Roll is going to attack us. And this guy's going to attack Roll. So we could probably just start hammering on him. Because he's going to be the strongest. So we can go right over here. We're going to roll Flash Rewind. 2 defense dice. And 1 attack dice. We are going to attack him though. That is who we should be attacking. And we'll see what we can do. So we will get a grab a bone, which is great because that'll work for our backup plan. We're only going to get 1 defense dice, which isn't great, but we will be able to put on our Flash Rewind is locked in, and we're going to do 1 damage to this guy. Also has Reach. Forgot about that. Reach kind of sucks. We'll talk about that in a second. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our portable cow. We're going to add a couple bones. You'll see why. Get him up to Be Kind Rewind real quick. After the resolve phase, we could move up to 2 positions, but we don't need to do that yet. Alright, so I have gone. This guy's going to go. And I believe what he is going to do is he is going to reach first. I don't feel like this guy moves a whole lot. Reach. The start of this unit's turn, the closest opposing unit not already adjacent is placed on an available position adjacent to this unit, if possible. If a lava position is available, you must place it there. So he is actually going to grab Roll, move him right there. He's going to roll 3, 2. I don't think he does any damage though. Roll can only be damaged by trolls or lava or fatigue. So I think he's just kind of wasting his time trying to smack on this guy. He's got 2 oh, I'm glad he didn't land any of this. He didn't land any of his that, but he will do Eruption, I believe, will still work. So Eruption. Eruption. At the end of this unit's turn, the position of its target becomes lava. So that will happen. Cool. He won't take lava damage till the end of his turn, though. That is how lava damage works. Instead of like fatigue at the beginning or bleed at the beginning, lava's at the end. So you always have a chance to move away from it. And he will, because he is going to move towards me. He's not attacking this guy. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. He's going to roll 2 attack dice. He's going to roll 1 defense dice. And he's going to roll his Tyrant die. His Tyrant die has different skills that I'll trigger depending on what side they roll on. His has Sweet Merch. Each gearloc draws 1 loot. That's pretty cool. Ticket Master. Each gearloc must discard 1 loot. That's not as cool. And then Bad to the Bone. Until the start of Roll's next turn, gearloc backup plans cost an additional bone, which also not ideal. So give me some loot. Nope, did not give me some loot. He's gonna hit me for 3 and grabs 2. Hit me for 3, taking some loot from me. You can have that. Hits me for 3. So 1. We need to hit that guy really, really hard. Hopefully we can take him out right now, because that hurt. That did hurt. And that is round 1. We gotta survive another round of this guy. Alright, so round 2. My turn. I'm glad we have the Be Kind and Rewind, because we may need that. I think we're just rolling 2 and 2, and we're gonna roll on Eruption, dude. I believe is the play. Hopefully we can take him out, though. We might be able to take him out. I'm hoping. Yeah. Wow. Good defense roll. We will hit him for 1. We have 1 and 2. So we're going to hit him for 1. And then we're going to pop this backup plan. Be kind, rewind. I think we got him. So we will get to hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's done. He is done. 5-pointer gone. So we don't have to worry about Rok coming in because we got this guy off first. And yeah, that'll work. So it is still, he's still getting another turn though. He's right next to us. And he's going to roll 2 and his Tyrant die. So, hits us for 2, but he does give us a t-shirt. Sweet merch. Day Planner. 3 uses. Place bone in your backup plan. Usable no more than once per turn. 3 use, free bones. Okay. Hits me for 2. This comes out. No damage done. And yeah, that's that is going to be end of the round because it does say at the end of the second round, add Rok to the bottom of the queue, but encounter success is achieved when all non-tyrant baddies are defeated. So that is what has happened. Not too bad. We got lucky there with the way that the day worked out when that came out. Could have been a couple more days from now. It would have been a little more difficult. Way more tyrant baddies would have had to deal with him. Start going around because yeah, like I said, he's gonna attack us, but those guys were attacking him. He's the strongest. But we will have to heal. I'm guessing we have 2 training points and a loot. So I'll get the loot first. We have a stone helmet. I like this, but it is heavy, so that is a problem. After a 5-point or less baddie attacks you, can exhaust all the baddies successfully roll attack dice. That is very good. But I'm going to say I would probably... This is 3 spots. 3 loot spots. So if we take this... Then again, though, man, this is brutal, man. If you get hit by a 3 attack and they all hit us, we can just use this once and he doesn't have any attack dice for the rest of the battle, which would be pretty good. I am struggling on what to do, though. I'd probably just get rid of these 2 and keep this for right now. See if we can use it a couple times. I like the portable cow. That was quickly got us up to be kind, rewind. And then we get 2 training points. I think those are probably going to be a little more straightforward. I do want to get time jump. I do want to get phase ghost. I just don't know when I want to get them. I feel like I need another dexterity. But I do feel like getting a dexterity without having enough dice to roll is a challenge. We did get a progress, so that should be our 4th progress. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to try for the defense first. If I don't get the defense, that changes things. Hopefully I will get the defense. Did not get that one. We get to reroll this bone 1 time, though. And we did get it. So we will grab an extra defense, which I think is very useful for getting our backup plan rolling. And then I think maybe just grabbing another dexterity. I know we don't really have a whole lot of talents, skill dice going on right now, but I do have a short list of ones I want to grab for sure. Time jump, chrono trigger, phase ghost, all do some really cool stuff. Phase wrath is very good too, but you have to have phase ghost first. So I'm thinking we're going on to day 6. We have to beat him by day 7. I'm pretty sure is... Yeah, we got to challenge him on day 7. Can't run out of days. So we have 1 more day. Hopefully we get 2 training points. But that's why I kind of wanted that dex and the defense. Because if we get 2 training points, we don't have to worry about having dex as much to worry about rolling these. And we'll probably go for time jump and phase ghost. I'm going to guess those will probably be the 2 I go for. But that is that. We will throw... Put this under there. We move that up, and we can move up. We do need to heal. We might also think about dropping some health, because we are been taking some damage. Even for having good initiative possibilities and having defense dice, I feel like been getting hit quite a bit this adventure so far. But yeah, I think we're good to go into day 6. and see what that next encounter is. It is going to be solo encounter number 1. Alright, Deep Thoughts, Hot Feet. It's kind of beautiful when you stop to look at it. Bubbling with an ever-changing fury, moving nonchalantly under the earth. This molten rock has an almost hypnotizing aura about it. As it snakes around another stalagmite and engulfs some long-abandoned machinery, there's time to reflect on the origins of the world, the beginning of Daelore, and the excruciating pain coursing through my feet. My feet are on fire. That's not an expression. They're pretty much burnt to a crisp. I should really consider doing something to stop this stuff from killing me, but the lava isn't the only thing in this cavern interested in my demise. Alright, I like this. Regardless, we're getting some 2 training points, which is about what I needed. I'm not one with lava, but these baddies will be. BQ baddie points at the start of the first round. Gearloc melee starting position 2 becomes lava. At the start of the subsequent round, all positions adjacent to existing lava becomes lava. So it's saying this Gearloc position 2, melee position 2, becomes lava, and then it'll go boom, and then I'm guessing it would go boom, boom, boom. So we obviously want to start here. That's it though. BQ baddie points. I say we go with that one. The other one is you add 1 point before battle. The Gearloc must either discard a loot or reduce a counter die on their Gearloc map by 1, which I could do. The only difference is this is going to be a trove loot. I feel like we're far enough into this. I'm not as concerned about getting trove loot now. So we're probably just going to do the first one. We need to flip. Okay, so this is going to go here. Gearloc melee position 2. We didn't get a scout, but we do have 6 points to worry about. So we will grab both of them. See what they are, get set up. We have a 5 health, 3 initiative. It's a troll cave smasher. Cave masher. 3 attack, 1 defense, has recover 1 and taunt. Basically, recover 1 means it will recover health at the beginning of its turn. Taunt meaning if you're its target and it rolls a bones, it will put a taunt. You basically have to attack him on the next turn. I think we'll get him out pretty quick. And then we have this guy is a flame soak. So if anybody is on lava, I think he heals 1, and then if anybody is on lava, he will steal health from them. Soaks the flame up. I don't think that's probably going to come into play, but we'll see what happens. He's going to go at 4. This guy's going to go at 3. So the flame soak lava bat will get to go first. Let's see where I get to go. I got a 4, so we can go first, and we will go first. Generally want to go first. He does have some reasons why he may not want to go first, but we'll do that. I'm going to set up here. I have that stone helmet, so definitely probably try to use that to our advantage. If he hits us anything successful, we can just exhaust it, which will be pretty good. Because we'll probably want to take that flame soak out first. I don't know if we can, though. Pretty straightforward turn for me. We just got to figure out who we are targeting. He's going to recover 1 each time. So I think we probably try to take the flame soak 1 out. The flame soak 1 basically says remove HP from the closest Gearloc on a lava position and place the HP under this unit. May exceed HP stat. No Gearlocs are on lava. Remove the HP from the closest baddie on lava, if possible. So he won't do it unless there's lava. We're going to go after him first, though. We'll roll 2 attack dice, 3 defense, because that's basically all we have right now. And we will target him. Solid defense roll. So 2. We got 5 defense, and we'll hit this guy for 2. So as long as he doesn't have a way, as long as he can't recover because he doesn't move on to lava or whatnot, we should be okay. He's going to roll on us. He will roll 1 dice. If Flame Soak doesn't happen, he will hit us for 1. We'll take that out of the defense. And now he is going to move to me, and he's going to roll 3 attack dice, a 1 defense. Ideally, we want them all to be 1. After a 5 point or less baddie attacks you, exhaust all the baddies successfully rolled attack dice. We're going to do that. It's fine. He's gonna grab 1. No taunt, so that's good. We can take that guy out. And he's gonna hit us for 4 exactly. But we will. He's exhausting these. We will keep these on him to remind him that he no longer has a attack stat. He's rolling defense from now on, and we'll go to round 2. The only thing we needed to remember at the start of subsequent rounds. All positions adjacent to existing lava become lava. So 1, 2, 3. Spread and fast. But we'll get that Flame Soak taken care of, and then we'll start smashing on him. Because we can hopefully get a bunch of bones going. It will be my turn. We will roll 2 and 3 just like we did before. We will turn that to show we have used it once. And we will roll. That's not great, but it's not bad. We get a bone, a bone, a bone. We'll hit for 2, so he is gone. And he's... we are going to use our backup plan. Oh, you know what? I think this is basically the same as his, because it doesn't tell you to keep him in there. I'm curious about that. Portal locale, because charge says not to remove 1. This one just basically says use 1 and add 2. So I think we'd be basically doing the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and just add the charge then, because I don't think this really helps us. We might actually get rid of it. I didn't think about that. Remove, use 1, add 2. I feel like anybody else that would be too overpowerful, you know. Just to add 2 every turn. Alright, so he is defeated. Let me know if you think that's how that probably is. If it's probably pretty much the exact same thing as Figment's charge. He is gonna recover 1, doesn't do anything. He's gonna roll a bone. It's a taunt. So we're gonna put a taunt status effect on him. Basically saying we now have to attack him. Well, we were gonna do that anyways. We will roll this and we will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. I am up. I will pretty much do what I've been doing. Roll 3 and 2 on him. And hopefully we can really hit him. Yeah, that's a 1. We have an additional. We could now, since we have 6 bones, we could flip ourselves and make ourselves what you call innate +1. It basically makes our innate ability pretty good. It basically just give us an additional way to manipulate the initiative order. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit him for 1, 2. And then I think I might grab it. I might grab a Cobalt Claw. That's what I'm thinking about. He's going to recover 1. I'm worried about trying to get him before I start getting burnt up. I don't really want to get burnt up. Too bad. I would prefer not to have to heal. Maybe get a scout in for that next one. I'm going to try to think of the best way to do it. We could go ahead and do the Beacon Rewind. Maybe get some bones back. And get some defense. We don't really need the defense. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. We'll just do this. We can bring these down. And we will use the Cobalt. We'll get the Cobalt Claw. Will help us. Of course, I don't think it'll help this turn, though. Just thought about that. It says it only does damage to baddies higher in the initiative than you. So that won't actually help us this battle, but we will have it for the next encounter, which is going to be the Tyrant encounter. This is going to come off, and he is going to roll his 1 defense dice, because the other 3 are exhausted. He will get 1 defense. And we didn't recover, though. He should recover. So next round, he going to have this, 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 and I believe that's it. So he's on a lava spot, so that'll kind of stop his recover one from being quite so powerful. We will roll 2, 1, 2, 3. We could move, but we're not burning yet. And hopefully we can get through this. I didn't think about the Cobalt Claw not working on him. Alright, so we get some bones, which is what we needed. 1, 2. We're going to charge up. We got 2 here. We're going to hit him for 2, so that's good. 1, 2. And then we will use the charge and add a bone, because that's kind of what we need to do, set up for that Be Kind Rewind. I think that's the only way we're going to get him on that next turn. So that'll work. He is up. He will recover 1. And he will roll a defense die. Gets that. And then since he's on a lava spot, he will take a damage. I believe it's a true damage. Believe it is a true damage. I think it's the first time this has really came into play. Surprisingly. We're on a lava mat. First time we've dealt with lava damage. Hold up. Nope, he's troll. He's not a break type. I was worried. Break type do not take damage on lava spots. Lava, lava. Making sure it's true. That's all I'm trying to do. Making sure the lava damage is true. I don't know why I keep missing this. There's a whole spot on lava right here. Lava positions, 1 true damage. We didn't really talk about this, but you can actually discard loot to flip them. At the end of their turn, yes, it's 1 true damage at the end of their turn, so he will take a true damage. Thought that was the case. And then we will flip this to round 5. I'm pretty sure everything is now on, everything but that one position is on fire. We could move over there. I don't really see a reason to. Could go 1, 2, 3. Couldn't even make it. So I am up. We could discard this. We might, just because we're gonna get lava. We could flip this chip back. Why not? It didn't seem to be helping. If I read that wrong and you're like, no, don't throw that away, it's way more powerful than you think, my bad. We're gonna roll 2 attack dice and 1 defense. We'll roll them all. No reason to save them. We got a bone, and we got another bone, and we got 2 defense, and we'll hit him for 1. So I don't think we could take him out, but we'll find out. It'll hit this guy off, and then we are going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll slide these down. We're using Be Kind Rewind. That's not great, but it's not horrible. We will get rid of this guy. We don't need these, but we'll put them up there to show. We'll hit him for 2. It's getting closer. Getting closer. And that should be that. So it'll be his turn. He will roll 1 defense die. Miss, miss, miss. Yep, he's going to taunt us. That's fine. Taunting us. We're going to go to fatigue rounds. That's unfortunate. I didn't want to have to heal, but he'll take a damage. I'll take a damage. Oh. We didn't take damage for the lava. He's dead. He's gone. Boom. That is that. So, he is defeated. 5 point. That was a troll cave smasher. Cave masher. Reset our round marker. We're down 1 health. We'll probably heal it. But let's see what we got going on. We need to draw a loot. Heal yourself for 2 HP. It's light, which means it doesn't count towards a slot. That doesn't really help us right now because, well, we don't have all our spots filled. We actually could grab 1 more loot and we'd still be able to have this now. Which means I probably didn't need to throw that away to flip the tile but we'll be okay. Flip these all back. Not sure I've ever seen lava quite spread that way. It's a new encounter for me. Grab that guy. Alright. So we got that. We'll need 2 loot. 2 loot. Gonna pull these out. These don't stay over. No, we got two training points. 2 training points. Time jump, pretty useful. Chrono trigger, pretty useful. Definitely grabbing phase ghost. Definitely gonna grab some phase ghost. I think that's pretty important. I might also grab some time jump. I generally like it. It's pretty good. I think you'll see why. You can kind of skip a baddie turn and do some damage at the same time. Very, very useful. I like that. I like that skill line. I haven't fully maxed it out yet because most of these plays have only gone. Well, I think the only other Tyrant I've played is the next one up. So not too much further. But we are at Totem Cave. I think we are probably gonna. We'll heal up and we'll probably do the entire encounter. I think that is about what time it is for. I'm gonna grab my coffee real quick. Could use a little bit of coffee. I decided not to do a tasting with this one just because I knew I was going to be talking a little bit more than normal as far as explanation goes. But we should be good to go to the Tyrant encounter. We got that. That's useful. And that is going to be on the back. It is called We Will Rock You. But I'm going to grab my coffee real quick and then we will get to going on that. Alright, so this one is called We Will Rock You. Shaky Ground. We haven't talked about this yet. It was the other battle modifier. So this one is pretty simple to understand. Anytime a baddie deals damage to a gearloc that causes that gearloc to lose HP, the gearloc's position immediately becomes lava. So we have defense to handle it. It's fine. But the second we actually lose HP, it will flip our chip underneath and it'll be a lava position. But it says party of 3 doesn't affect us. Party of 4 doesn't affect us. But we have BQ baddie points, which will be 7. We're going to want to create that BQ using as many troll baddie types as possible. I assume that means we'll also be going through like a defeated stack. We have enough to be able to do it. We'll place Rok on top of the BQ, then we'll place Roll on top of the BQ. So they'll both be out at the same time. We'll have 2 Tyrant die being rolled. But they're gonna hit each other. I'll tell you right now. All baddies, including Rok, consider Roll to be an opposing unit, and Roll considers Rok specifically to be an opposing unit. So he's not gonna fight his own trolls. The other trolls will fight him. He will be more focused on defeating Rok. So it's very, very interesting. And I don't know. Like I said, this is one of those things where I feel like mechanically I could be doing something incorrect here. And we'll kind of talk about that as we go. I don't know if this will need an FAQ from Chip Theory. But it's pretty straightforward. It seems, you know, they're basically just going to battle each other in front of you. You're going to try to stay alive, try to stay out of it. They are both kind of hard to defeat. One thing to be said is we already know Roll can only be defeated by Troll-type baddies, Fatigue, or taking lava damage. So, I assume Bleed would also work, but I don't know. That would be a question. Or Poison, I mean. I don't know. Anyways, the other thing is Rok has a talent on him that is Recover. Like we've seen. We saw Recover 1. He has Recover 2. So he's going to be kind of hard. He's going to stick around too. Yeah, they're basically going to be battling each other right in front of us. Troll types coming out. And we just got to survive it. And I think they all have to be defeated to win this battle. It does say all baddies must be defeated to encounter success. But yeah, that should be what we need. So we'll go ahead and set that up. We need some trolls. So we'll look at these. That's not a troll. That's a break. That's not a troll. That's a break. Not a troll. That's a troll. That's a 5-point troll. Then we need 2 1-point trolls. So that's an orc. I'll tell you, a lot of these are very baddie type. At least the ones I have seen so far. Those are both trolls. So we have 7 points right there. And now we will add Rok and then Roll. So Rok is coming out first, and then Roll is on top. And we need to set this up where the lava has on all the corners. So we will put that there. Kind of keeps us from doing that. Yeah. Trying to see if we missed anything. Rok has some talents. Hard Rok. At the start of Rok's turn, each position becomes Rok. So if it's a lava, he will flip it. Rok gains 2 HP, like I said, up to full. And then his Tyrant die is kind of nasty for lava. So we'll talk about that when we start rolling it. But we will go ahead and set this up. He's going to come out in lane 1. He has 8 health. We just fought him a little bit ago. So if you don't remember, crowd surf, star power, 2 attack, 1 defense. And as Tyrant die. Put that right here. And then we have Rok coming out. We haven't seen him yet. So he is also at 8 health. He's going to come over here in lane 2 melee position. And he'll have 8 health. Yep. 2 attack dice, 2 defense, and his Tyrant dice. So a little harder hitting than his sister. We're going to grab this guy. She goes after him, I believe. And then we will put 2 more out. So we got this guy is coming out in lane 3. Recover 1, taunt. He will attack if he can. It's going at 3 initiative, so we at the bottom for now. And then our other one will be a 1 initiative. 4 health. He has reach, so that may affect Rol or myself. And that will be that. So we have 1 in the BQ, not on the battle mat yet. Move these up. Don't forget we still have that stone helmet, which will be really good against the 5-point baddie that's on there if it comes into play. But we want those guys to kind of damage Rol. Let's go ahead and roll our initiative. It is a 2. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll that because that's not very good. It's a 5. That's first. We don't have to go first. We can move ourselves, and we need to think about that. I do think the best play is to probably try to neutralize Rok a little bit. Has a pretty nasty dice, so what we're going to do is I'm going to set up here, and I'm going to, yeah, I think that'll be good. That'll be good. That's what we'll do. We have 5 dexterity. I'm going to roll time jump. Time jump, probably pretty important to get going. I'm going to roll 2 defense. I don't know. I'm going to roll 3 defense and an attack dice. So here's the thing about my time jump ability. Time jump, take a baddie's initiative die that is either directly before or after yours, and the initiative move its dice to the top of the initiative meter and deal number of damage to that baddie. So we don't. It's not a target. It's based on the initiative meter. So I am actually going to attack this guy. I think I'm going to try to get him off. I'm going to attack him, but if this lands, we're gonna place it. We're going to use it on that dice on the initiative meter, which is Rok's. So that popped out, and we have not a very good roll. So a bunch of bones and 1. So this will do 1 damage to him, which isn't great. But we will skip his turn, which is the important part. So we will skip his turn. And this is exhausted. That'll be the only time we get to use that for combat. So we're going to have to charge up, I believe. I don't have any other thing I could potentially do. We could time blip. That doesn't really help. Fortune discovery. We could grab that. But we really have 1 in and 1 that. I guess I probably should have rolled the Cobalt die. But that'll be really good on him when we need to later in the round. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bone. We're going to charge up. Add a bone. hopefully we can take some hits, because I know we may be taking a few hits. So that'll be it. He won't activate because he is now ahead of me in the initiative. And we will roll, we'll do a crowd surf. So he is going to move as many places as possible to get next to the strongest baddie, which is going to be Rok right now. And he's going to move through. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to here, I believe. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. It's kind of the only good thing about keeping our HP low on this playthrough, is it kind of helps us out here. And he's gonna roll 2, 1 defense dice, and his Tyrant die, which will potentially still affect me. And it did in a good way. Just gonna hit her brother for 2. Gonna get 1 defense. And then I'm gonna get some free loot, which I can take because we have a light one. So that's good. Really good thing. Loot some suit menage. So if you have 2 or fewer health, heal yourself for 5 HP, otherwise heal yourself for 2. So this will be really good. We can use this one first, and then we'll still have that one. Could be very, very useful. Alright, so the next thing that's going to happen is we will go do the recover taunt. So the problem is he's actually going to heal up. And since I am the weakest, he's going to target the weakest. He's going to come after me. He's going to roll 3 and 1. Let's see what happens, because I don't like it. Oh, he bones a bunch of it, though. So that's not great. He's going to get to do this. But we're going to use this anyways. We'll exhaust this. He's hitting us for 2. And we will put this on to remind us. Oh, but he did put taunt. So that's, I mean, I was probably going to hit him anyways. But he put a double dose of taunt. So a bunch of dice on him right now. But that'll be his turn. It will now be the Reach Troll Rock Eater. He is going to move 1 spot. Oh, no. He's going to move him 1 spot. Yep. And he is going to do 1 hit on him. No lava spot. Nope, no lava spot. Bones it. Does no damage. Thanks for doing nothing. And that will be round 1. We will go to round 2. Nothing will come in because, well, there's not a lane marker available for him. So we'll do this guy's turn. He's going to recover 2 right off the bat. And I believe he's going to go hit his brother. So he is going to roll 2 and 2. And roll his Tyrant die. So we'll see what happens with that. So he's going to hit his brother for 2. He's going to get a defense, and we'll see what happens. So he's going to hit his brother for 2. 1, 2. He got that one defense 2. Those hit, but what does this guy do? It is Blast Heat. Until the start of Rok's next turn, lava deals +1 true damage. Place this on Rok. So, +1. I'm not on a lava spot, so it doesn't matter. It is now my turn. I'm going to use this edible fungi and heal, because that is what we're going to do. Edible fungi. Now, what do we want to do? I know we're going to use the Be Kind Rewind, but let's see what we can really do here. Phase Ghost might be a good opportunity. Might be a good opportunity to use some Phase Ghost. I might want to use it more when we have one of the big guys hitting on me right now. He's rolling 2 and 1. We could potentially exhaust more dice from him, so we might have to do that. But let's hold up. Shaky ground. Shaky ground. Yep. I almost forgot about that. Shaky ground. Now that only affects me, or does it affect everyone? Deals damage to a gearloc. Okay. So we probably need to move. And that's fine. We can move. Yep, let's do it. Alright, so I'm gonna play Phase Ghost. Because we don't want to take 2 true damage. We just healed. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this will be okay. We'll do this for right now. 5 dice, 2 defense, a Phase Ghost, and 2. We could go here. It'd be a safe play, but we'll see what happens. See what happens. And that would have been a safe play. Okay. So we're gonna hit this guy for 3. 1, 2, and 3. I think we can KO him. Because we got 2 bones. Can't use them yet. If we have extra, I think we have to use these first and those slide down. We did get 1 defense. We hit him for 3. So we just need to hit him again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it also says, hold on. I feel like I haven't been using this to our full advantage. It also says, roll all dice in your backup plan, including those spent to activate this, and all rolled bones from this turn. So I think we can re-roll these. Alright, be kind, rewind. Obviously, still going on the recover guy. We got him. That didn't help us, though. Phase, this guy's still not where we want him. But we did get some better defense, so that'll help. We're still going to take 2 true damage, which I don't like. But he's gone. So we got 1 of these off of here. Huge, huge, huge thing. My biggest issue is we need them to kind of jack up roll for a little bit. So he's gone, though. Pull his initiative out. And I don't believe we can use charge again. I really wish we could have got that Phase Ghost to land, though. But that'll be okay. We might. Oh, let's use this right now. Flip it. Flip my spot. There we go. I know it's like really good heavy loot, but we won't use it again. I don't believe so. So that's a good time to get rid of that. That'll be me. I believe now it is going to be roll his turn. Now this is where I'm asking myself right now. So we understand that he's going to move as many positions as possible. So that means he's still going to move even though he doesn't need to move because he's going to target the strongest opposing unit. So would he go 1, 2, or 1, 2? See, that's what I'm thinking. Moves through him to this other spot because as many spots as open. Does 1 damage to him and then attacks her brother. That is kind of what I'm seeing because he's definitely not going to attack me. Definitely not going to attack that guy. Does that. My backup plans now cost an additional bone. We'll set that to there to remind ourselves. He's going to get 1 there, and then we'll do 2 here. And that will be that'll be his turn. And then we'll activate this reach one. I think it'll be me. He will reach and bring me here. But I don't think he'll attack me. He'll still attack Roll. With one dice. Hits it. Takes that off. And that is what that would do. We'll go to round 3. We will add this last one from the BQ. 4 health. Goes to the bottom. Where will you go, though? It is a melee spot, so we'll put him in a available melee spot right there. Has taunt and rolls 1 defense and 1 attack. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Alright, so we will take a turn for Rok. Rok will reroll this. It'll be 2 and 2, and I believe we'll be rolling on roll right now. So that is a bones. This is going to flip a couple of lane spots. So it's going to do 2 damage here. That's what we want. How much damage does he have? Because he would recover 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we'll definitely recover 2. 2 there. And I believe it will set my spot and Roll's spot on fire. It is the face melter. Every position that is currently occupied by Roll or a gearloc becomes lava. So we'll do this. And we'll do this. And that will be that. So, thinking. Probably a good opportunity to try to use phase shift again. Trying to think. Okay, so we're gonna need to move. We'll probably move over here. We will roll 2 attack, 2 defense. This is still right there. We'll just put it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I think that is what we're gonna do. Just trying to think who should target. This is more for the move rather than anything else. We could keep the phase ghost and just move for 1, but Reach is gonna keep moving us there. So that's the other thing. Reach is just gonna keep moving us there. So maybe we move here. We want to take the taunt out, I believe. Taunt's probably what we want to hit. Get him out of there. He's going to keep hitting Roll. Helps. Hoping they two can take him down enough, and then I can just really start smashing on Rok at the end. That's at least my plan. So he will, we'll grab a bone. We will grab 2 defense, and we will hit the taunt for 1. Not great. Is what it is. We will add a bone from the charge. We need to hit hard on the rewind. Alright, so Roll is going to go. I think we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go through here. Move here to here. And roll this 2 attack dice and a defense dice on her brother. Hits for 2. Same backup plan. Gets a defense. So 1, 2. Getting close. Hoping she can finish him off on the next turn. Reach is going to, I believe, bring me back over here. And we'll roll 1. Take that defense off. Right? Yep. Okay. And then the taunt is going to roll on me. Gets a defense, hits me for 1. No taunt, though. No taunt. Alright, so round 4. Gonna need to do some stuff. Now, remember, we still have the rewind. Rewind's pretty good. But Rok is gonna roll. Rok is gonna roll on roll. Where is Rok's Tyrant? There we go. So, gonna stay there. Gonna recover 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, grabbing 2 more. I don't really know. I haven't really figured out if it's better to put a lot of pressure on one or the other. I can't do damage. That's why I'm kind of like, do I wait till he's getting close enough to taking her out? Start smashing. I want the focus to stay on Rok, but we'll see what happens. Face Melter, again, doesn't do anything though. Does this something here though. So pretty sure regardless of where you go, you're going to take lava damage. But ton of defense. It hits for 2. So about got him, or about got her off the mat. It'll be my turn now. Gonna want to roll 2 defense dice. I think that maybe we still move back. Don't want to take any lava damage if we can't help it. So 2 and 2. So we got the Cobalt Eye, and then we'll hopefully get a decent backup plan. But we definitely want to get rid of this guy. Get him out of the equation. So here is a bone. Here's a bone. We're going to hit him for 1. And then we're going to use our Be Kind and Rewind. I think this will be it. Should be good. 1. We're going to hit him for 3. So almost. Down to 1. Nothing we can really do about it. Take him out on the next turn. It'll be okay. Alright. Can't charge because we used that. That's fine. Alright, so Rol is going to go. Rol is going to attack Rok. Moving back over here. Doing a damage. Doing a damage. And then rolling 1, 2, and her die. Gonna take a loot from us. That is not good. I really kind of thought we were gonna need that. But gonna do 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have Reach. Gonna put me back here. Thanks. Still gonna roll on. Nope, it's gonna roll on me. Definitely going to roll on me. So rolling 1 die on me. Takes 1 defense out, no big deal. Rolling 1 and 1 on me. Got the taunt, hit me for 1. We'll just down tick this. We're going to round 5. Almost fatigue. We could manipulate it now if we wanted to, but we'll see what happens. Could definitely blip it back and try to get another round of non-fatigue. But I feel like fatigue's probably... We lost this though, so that's a big thing. We still have the come back with 2 health, but I think we need to start smashing. Start smashing on Rok over there, especially when we know she's gonna attack. She's gonna attack her brother first, so we'll let her do that first. We'll make some decisions after this. It's gonna be 2, 2, and her Tyrant dice. Face Melter. I don't know what we're gonna get. Don't know what we're gonna get. Too many dice. I'm losing them. We haven't used Face Shift yet, have we? I don't know. I feel like we didn't. We must have used it for a bone. Must have used it for a bone. That's fine. Where did, oh, there it is. Right on my map. That's a bad place for it. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so Face Melter, not gonna matter. In fact, we've been neglecting this. That should have happened. Probably more than once. Face Melter, nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna hit her brother for 2. I think she took him out. 2, yep. Gets a ton of defense though. Didn't need to recover. So that is the only problem now, is we're going to have them all on me. It's kind of wish I would have that Phase Shift. That's what it be, though. It'll be my turn. This one's coming out. And I am trying to figure out what I want to do. Okay, so we need to beat them all. I really thought I still had the Fades Ghost. You guys probably at this point know if I didn't roll it or if I did or I didn't apply it. I thought I rolled it, didn't use it as a bone, and I put it in my backup. Put it back in here, so I'm thinking it might have got knocked out. I want to say it got knocked out. We're going to roll 2. Probably take the taunt out. We'll roll 2. And we'll start maybe... We'll have to really start hitting him. But we'll take the taunt out. We don't need to deal with damage right now. Let's take the taunt out. Tons of bones. That'll be okay. Tons of bones. Taking the taunt out. And we will charge. We will charge. My only worry is I think he's going to come hit me before that next turn, which is not good. But that's okay. We can't do anything about it. We'll just have to play it out. So Reach. That's the other thing, is I think I kept moving. I do think I had this. I do think I had this because I kept moving instead. And we just rolled 2 and 2, which is why I could have moved again. That's what's been going on. Okay, so he's going to move me back, though. He's going to roll 1 on me. Rolls for 1. Ow, hits me for 2. That hurts. And now we're going to go to fatigue. So fatigue rounds, damage, damage, damage. He's going to recover right up, so we'll take it right back off. He's going to have to move, though. He will have to move to me. He's going to go 1, 2, turn this back to Rok, because he is Rok. And he's going to roll 2 and his Tyrant die on me. Don't like it. Face Melter does nothing. Hits me for 3. Ouch. Not what we wanted. Not what we wanted. I think we'll have to use Phase Ghost. Yep, we're going to have to use Phase Ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. We are attacking. Hold up. We're attacking him. Cobalt Eye. We're attacking him because the other one will be taken out by fatigue. That is our play. That's great. We'll get another bones. We'll put 2 of these in our backup plan. It won't matter for a second. I'll show you why. We're going to do that. We're going to use our Phase Ghost. And I'm going to move right here to stop from taking that last hit. You'll see what's going on. So we'll put our phase chip right here with 1 health. And we'll swap them. Because he's going to move us over. Yeah. Go in here. Won't really matter. I could have went here, but either way. I don't think that'll matter. But I am going to pop my backup plan. Pop in my backup plan. 2, 3. That's 5. We're going to do 3. Is that 3 true damage? Cobalt Claw. Let's check it. 3 true damage. So 1, 2, and 3 to him. And we will reroll all these on him. So we will get 2 more bones. 1 here. And 3 to him. Not ideal. But it is what it is. And then it will be this guy's turn. He's going to reach, move me here. I'll have him hit me. He can hit me. Lose a defense, no big deal. This is where it's going to come into play anyways. So, Flash Rewind, revive a KO gearloc. If it dies, it triggers automatically if that gearloc will be KO'd to prevent KO and set HP to that number. Okay, so what's going to happen is everybody's going to take some fatigue damage. Fatigue, fatigue. I will get reset automatically to 2. This comes out. I don't know if we have enough to get through this. It's going to be a very close battle. I'm telling you right now. Very close battle. We don't need to worry about him. This guy is going to attack my phase chip. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to come attack me. So, 1, 2. No, he won't move. He won't move. He'll attack this guy first. So, 2, 2, and his... The other one does move. This one does not. So, this doesn't affect me. He gets 1 of these, and he will take my phase chip out. Good little distraction. Because we need to take him out. Throw everything we got at him. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3. So I don't think I can... I don't know. I need another Be Kind and Rewind. Did not get it. It'll be 2 and 2. So 1, 2. Not enough. But the other thing I need... Oh, man. I should have I needed to move. Didn't move. I didn't think about you being on a lava spot. We rolled all of them, didn't we? Yeah, I'm going to take one of these out to move, because we would have needed to move. I didn't even think about it. I didn't think about being on a lava spot. So we'll pop that back in for the charge. That'll be my turn. He's going to go. I don't think we can get through this, to be completely honest. I don't think we can get through this. We can move diagonally, though. I mean, everybody can move diagonally, so I can't even get away from him. He's just going to bring me right back. Gonna bring me right back. He's gonna roll 1 on me. Hits me for 1. Down takes this. I'm pretty sure this is it anyways. He's gonna be gone. Fatigue. Gone. He's gonna take 1 damage. I'm gonna take 1 damage. It'll be Rok's turn. He's gonna move 1, 2, recover 2. I feel like I waited too long to pound on Rok. I feel like that was my mistake this time. Other than also not having a couple more dice that I generally have that do some more damage. But he's going to roll 2 and 2 on me. I think this is probably it. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do. I think he's probably going to KO me right now. Yeah, hits me for 2. Hits me for 2. That's 1 and 2. And I think that's it. This is only the second one I've actually lost on Unbreakable yet, and very discouraging, but that's okay. That's okay. Very difficult. Definitely didn't have this kind of difficulty when you were fighting Undertow with Barnacle right out of the gate. I will definitely say tougher Tyrant battles. That one tends to sway. Like I said, I feel like I didn't push as fast as I probably should have. Trying to do some damage on Rok, but if you saw anything I messed up other than maybe a couple, like I said, I think I had Phase Ghost. I didn't use it. I definitely didn't mean to use it in my backup plan if I did, because it doesn't have a symbol saying you have to. The red bones, you actually have to use those on your backup plan if you roll them, but this one does not. I would have put it back, so I don't think that came up. But I obviously I want to know what you guys think about crowd surf on roll, how you guys think it should work. I feel like there's a couple ways you can interpret that. So I'm very curious to see what all of you guys think about it. But yeah, that is Too Many Bones Unbreakable, Figment versus Rok Rol. Definitely probably going to do that again with a two-handed. This is the first time I've lost with Figment, if we're being completely honest. I'm kind of surprised. I think that day 2 encounter really kind of set us up in a really bad way. So hopefully that won't happen on the next one. But yeah, we're on day 7. That was all the time we had to defeat Rok Rol. So we were unsuccessful. I thought we were gonna be able to pinch it, but man, he's got 5 health left. His recover 2 is just kind of brutal. My worry was I didn't know if I'd be able to do enough damage to roll without Rok being there. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have a specific tactic you guys have already started using on this Tyrant battle. But I did enjoy it even with the defeat, and I'll definitely be bringing you some more Too Many Bones Unbreakable. That said, definitely subscribe if you want to see more Too Many Bones content on Eat Drink Game. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me. So I hope all of you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Much love.